Yeah.
Okay, moving on from Kanye. This is going to be a strange transition. Kanye West to Seinfeld. Hey, I got to mention this because and I don't know about you two, and I'll get you to chime in. I'm a mega Seinfeld fan. I really am. Just anytime I come across one of the reruns, I have to watch it because they're just too funny. Get a load of this. Netflix. It's coming to Netflix, folks. October 1st. Mark it on your calendars if you are a fan. All 180 episodes are coming there, and Netflix doled out a whopping $500 million plus to get a little show about nothing on their streaming service. Cassius, are you a Seinfeld fan? Tell me you are.
I definitely like Seinfeld. Yeah, I'm newer to it. I'm just scratching the surface. I probably couldn't tell you all the best episodes. But look, it's a unique brand of humor that I don't think can really be ignored. If you're looking at the footprint of television, it's super hard to ignore Seinfeld. And I think that even if you're a casual TV watcher, I would say you should probably try and get into this. And it deserves credit where it's due. I mean, imagine the people who laughed at Seinfeld saying, oh, it's a show about nothing, it'll never make it. Look at them now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, him and Larry David created quite the gem in so many catchphrases. And the cast, I mean, we're talking about perfect casting. You got your Elaine, your George, your Kramer, Jerry, of course. Even the guest stars or co-stars, your Newmans, they're all fantastic. Frank, Seinfeld?
So here's my quick take on it. I am very much for it coming to Netflix because now I could watch it in full. I feel like I've always just watched an episode here, an episode there on TV. I was never, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I feel like people my age love the show, so it's not like I missed it. It's not like I'm too young for it, I don't think. No. But it was just never on. I didn't know, or maybe, I was just not as attentive on the TV as not when a Seinfeld episode came on. I was like, okay, I'm going to sit here for 30 minutes and watch it. I just feel like I missed it when I was a bit younger. But now that it's coming, I'm so for it. I'm not a Friends over Seinfeld, and Seinfeld's going to be tossed to the wayside. I feel like, and that's for some reason, those two shows are just always connected. It's weird.
I'm so glad you mentioned.
I was thinking that too.
The first thought, whenever you mention one of those shows, is the other show that comes to mind. So I'm a huge Friends fan for sure, but it's not like I hold it onto another level as Seinfeld. I'm going to give Seinfeld the exact same treatment as I give Friends once it comes to Netflix. I'm going to binge it all for sure. And imagine if Netflix still had both. Or would have both now.
That would be. I'd never leave my house. I mean,
no.
Yeah, people that love Friends, they watch the entire series and then they start all over again. It's on HBO Max. They had the big reunion, of course, Friends. I'm so glad you mentioned Friends because that is massive. And streaming services love those type of shows. It's the bingeability, and Friends is right up there. I think Seinfeld will be just as popular on old Netflix. What about you guys about other shows? Any sitcoms or just maybe a show that you want to see on a streaming service so you can binge? Maybe something you didn't get into or something that you really liked that you're not seeing now? Or is everything out?
Go ahead, Frank.
Okay. Well, I mean, right now I'm watching Ozark on Netflix. Terrific show.
That's great.
Matt, we've spoken about this. I've just finished season 2, so I'm entering season 3.
Just wait.
Okay, I will. And so that's great. That's going well. I want to get into Ted Lasso though. Okay, I feel like that's blowing up everywhere. Yeah. I am on social medias. I just see Ted Lasso, Jason Sudeikis, but I haven't got my eyes on it yet, so I want to give that a go.
Apple TV Plus is where you need to go for the Ted Lasso. That's the thing. For all these shows, you need up to 500 different
That's the thing.
And maybe, I don't know if you wanted to chime in on Ted Lasso a little bit, but I wanted to, I don't have Disney Plus, and I feel like I've heard so many great things over the summer or during the spring leading into the summer about so many different shows that I just haven't gotten to. Mandalorian, I've heard great reviews. I just haven't gotten to do it because I don't have the subscription. So I feel like
it's got a great reputation.
I feel like I'm missing out a little bit there. And just to watch reruns of old movies like that, that's a good time too.
It's a very good question. Last episode we were chatting with Ricky and Kira about the essential subscriber services that you need, and I think the consensus was that Disney Plus was actually maybe higher than Netflix because of all those great shows, The Mandalorian, all the Marvel stuff, and their past catalog. And now with the Fox acquisition, they're putting all those Fox movies and shows on there. So Disney Plus is really something that I would highly recommend people get. I mean, Netflix. Worldwide, billions upon billions of subscribers. They probably won't be beat anytime soon.
Hard to avoid.
Yeah, of course.
Disney Plus has a massive reputation, though, and I mean, I definitely would probably recommend it. And just to add to two little quick points before we move on. I'd love to see The Sopranos on Netflix. I know that that's a show that, just like you were saying about Friends, I mean, at least me, you just keep rewatching. It's like fine wine, and I think it's very very timely. Some of the themes about America, consumerism, just some of those social themes are very timely. Is it on Crave? It is on Crave. That's
in Canada, yeah, and we can get it
in Canada, yeah. See, I guess that's the thing. Every country is different with it too.
That's true.
And also, just one tip of the hat to Seinfeld. Great show for guest actors. When you would see a comedian or somebody playing like a mechanic or something, those people would always shine. And I always figured that was a good thing from Seinfeld, because you could tell he kind of came from a comic.
Oh, absolutely. That's the comic show.